Good evening, good afternoon, Facebook family, friends, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is still November the 1st. The year is 2017. Okay, so November 1st, 2017. All right, so I'm on Facebook, and you have this thing called Facebook Messenger. So when people send me friend requests through Facebook, lately I've been going through, I haven't done this in months, but now I've been going back through the list, adding people to my Facebook page, accepting their friend requests. So I accepted a couple of guys' friends requests, and immediately after I accepted their friend requests, they called me through the Messenger app. So normally when somebody does that, I just delete and block their ass, because that's just like, what are you calling me for? There's no need for you to call me. There's no need for you to call me about the thing. So on the Facebook app, one guy kept calling. So I looked at his pictures. I said, let me just talk to him and see what he wanted. I said, hello, what's going on? You called me a couple times. Oh, I just wanted to say hello. I wanted to say I follow you. He said he followed my YouTube channel. He saw my videos and blah, blah, blah. He's always wanted to be Facebook friends. And so he just wanted to say hello. So we ended up chit-chatting a little bit on there. So I ended up talking to him for a little while on the phone about some of my videos or something. And he's like, I said, well, I'll call you back later on because I've got to go now. Yeah, I'm just getting off the phone, going about my damn business. Then later on today, I get all these text messages. I thought you was going to call me back. Why haven't you called me back? What is the problem? What did I, why I'm waiting for you to call me, blah, blah, blah. And then he called me a couple times. And so finally I answered the phone. I was like, okay, well, what is going on? He's like, oh, I was waiting for you to call me back. I said, yeah, but I'm sorry, but I've been extremely busy all day. So I haven't had an opportunity to call you back. I said, in fact, do me a favor. Let's just talk tomorrow because I'm going to be busy for the rest of the day, and we can talk later on this weekend. Why did I say that? He hung up the phone. The next day he called and rang and sent message and called. Why aren't you answering your phone? Why are you playing games like this? Why are you just going on and on? I'm thinking this man has something mentally wrong with this individual. So finally I had enough. He sent a bunch of nasty messages, and then finally I called him. I said, why are you doing this? I said, I don't understand why you're sending me these messages and stuff like that. We ain't even been Facebook friends not even 48 hours. And you're sending all these calls, you're calling, I just wanted to talk to you. I said, yeah, but it's not that important for two strangers for us to talk. You live in New York, I'm in Atlanta. I've already had one conversation with you. I mean, what else did you want to discuss? It's so important that you get to start sending me nasty messages. So I said, man, I'm just too busy for all this crazy stuff. I have other things to do in my time. I hung up the phone. Oh, he started calling me a faggot and all these different names and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, now, this is not the first time I've had this issue with guys, especially through social media. I don't know if it's just, and this was a handsome, attractive guy, but 44 years of age. But some of these guys I see are just mentally unstable. Why would you be harassing me like this off of we're not even really Facebook friends? We just we hadn't even, at this point, we hadn't had any messages back and forth through Facebook. We hadn't even, so I'm thinking, okay, something. So I got to go back to my rule when people, if I accept you as a Facebook friend and you call me on that Messenger app and I've never spoke to you before and I've never asked you to call me on that Messenger app, you will be blocked and deleted. I got to, because I see that this is a problem. But ultimately, there are a ton of brothers in our community, in the black gay community, who are mentally ill. There's like severe cases of mental illness. A lot of these gay guys are just, something's wrong with these guys. And I can't put my finger on it's not just a few, it's a lot of them. And the stuff that their actions, the stuff that they do. Facebook, to me, is starting to turn into a dread book. You know, I used to enjoy Facebook, but I'm really not enjoying Facebook anymore at this point. And at some point in time, I do see myself leaving Facebook. The only reason why I was kind of been holding on to Facebook because I promote my videos through my Facebook channel. I'll post them on, I'll take my YouTube videos and post them on Facebook. But dealing with all these crazy people, I've never met so many crazy people in my entire life. Crazy people. I'm talking about insane in the membrane. Something's not right. Something's fundamentally wrong with a lot of these black gay guys out here. Now, I don't know what's going on in the white gay community or Hispanic gay community because I mainly deal with black gay guys, and I can tell you, there are a ton of brothers in our community who are mentally ill. And then I meet these guys, they're crazy as hell. And they get all emotional and all upset and just, it's hard to even put your finger on it. I've never understood this mess. And just a lot of these guys need to be in treatment or something because they're crazy as hell. Something's wrong with them. And you have to wonder what took place in their lives. And that's that right there, what took place in their lives. I mean, we have to accept the fact I had a friend, one of my friends, he was crazy as hell. I mean, he was literally crazy as hell. And then as I got to know him, he started explaining about his mom. His mother used to beat him because she thought he was gay. So she could recognize her son had some feminine characteristics or something. So she thought he was gay. She would just beat him. You're not going to be no faggot. There are no faggots in my family. She would beat him and abuse him. And she did all kinds of horrible stuff to this kid. And he grew up in this environment. So now he's in his 20s, late 20s, early 30s, somewhere up in there. Crazy as hell. But look what he went through. You have a mother who hated you, and she's calling you faggots and sissies and beating you. She would beat him whatever she can get her hands on, whether it was clothes hangers, and then electrical cords. But then she was very religious. Ain't that something? So I cannot stand these religious nutcakes walking around our community. But she was very extremely religious. Always in church. To this day, he doesn't communicate with his mother at all. He doesn't talk with her at all. And I can understand why, because look at what she put him through. But I've learned from a lot of my associates that they've all had some type of problems, from whether it was child neglect or being molested by family members or just outright abused because of who they were. And so this creates a lot of problems. And you know how we all feel about going to get treatment and helping them in our community, the black community. We just going, what? Nah, we going to pray to Jesus. Everything going to be okay. Just pray about it and everything going to be all right. It never works out that way. Our lives remain a disaster. Our community remains just... A lot of these black gay guys need to be in therapy. They need to be seeking treatment and help so they can get past the issues that they have. They need to get some type of treatment, some type of help so they can do something positive with their lives. Because right now, a lot of these guys are so lost that you can't even fathom what's going on. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The behaviors, all this stuff. I've been actively involved in the black gay community since I was 16, 17 years of age. I'm 47 now. That's a long time to be in the one community dealing and seeing all these issues. And when I tell you, I've seen a ton of issues. And nobody gets help. Very rarely have I seen any of my friends in therapy or with a psychiatrist. It's just something we just don't do. But we've got to start embracing it. Got to start embracing some help, some type of therapy. Because there's too many crazy people around out here. Hell, people say, Walter, you're crazy. Yeah, I might be crazy. At least I'm going to get me some help for my craziness. And might get a check from the government one day. Let me just pray on that. It's funny to me, though, how a lot of these guys know they need the help. They know they got a problem. They know they're bipolar. They know they got issues. They know they got this. They know all this stuff is going on. But they're not doing anything. Then I'm Starbucks. I got that old maple pecan mess. What was this crap? It was not good. If I'm correct, it's maple. Yeah, maple pecan latte. Don't waste your money. I should have got stick to the salted caramel. That's better. But this crap, not good. Wasted $5. I could have made me some coffee over here at the house. But I got out the house and ran to the bank today and went up there and took care of some business. I don't know what to say about these crazy guys I meet here in Atlanta. And I meet a whole lot of crazy guys here. You just don't know. I meet a whole lot of them. And they're crazy as hell. And it's all like, and it ain't getting no better either. It's gotten to the point where when I meet guys here in Atlanta, and I hate to be this way, but this is the truth. When I meet gay guys in Atlanta, I tend to avoid them. Because there's so many issues going on right now, it's just best for me just to avoid them. I've never dealt with so many crazy people in my entire life. These guys are mentally ill. There's so many issues and so many problems. I just said, well, I just tend to stay away from them. That way I don't have to worry about these issues. By avoiding a lot of these guys and not allowing them, because it seems like every time I open up this door, I let someone into my life, it's always a lot of confusion with these guys. And these are just friends. So I don't have a lot of gay friends. And the funny part is one of my friends, he always has to have an entourage of people around him. And always a bunch of gay guys around him. Every time they go to a restaurant, it's 5, 10, 15 people at a table sitting there. And it's just utter confusion. And his life is so upside down. And the reason why his life is so upside down because he's surrounded by all these mentally ill men. I'm thinking, you look at all the mental illness sitting around. You get away from all them crazy gay guys and you'd be okay. Now, I have a ton of straight friends. Ton of straight black male friends. And they don't exhibit any of the behaviors that I see that I've noticed from these gay guys. So I know this is an issue that's predominantly in the black gay community. There's a ton of mental illness here that's just not being dealt with, not even being addressed. These guys got some serious problems. And you can't say nothing to them because they don't want to hear what you have to say. You can't make a suggestion that they go get help because they don't think that they need any help. You just have to wonder about these crazy people. They don't want any help. They say they don't need any help. They're not trying to get any help. But they need a whole hell of a lot of help. They need a psychiatrist in every gay club in Atlanta. 10 of them. Working the whole floor, going from giving therapy sessions. Because when I tell you there's some crazy people, when I tell you these are some of the craziest guys I've ever met here in Atlanta. And through Facebook. Facebook is the worst. Woo! Yeah, it's time for me to begin the process of finding some other way to promote these videos without using Facebook because I've about had enough of that foolishness on Facebook. It's just I'm sick of seeing this community of crazy people. The arguing, the fussing, the fighting back and forth is just... I'm done. I am tired of Facebook. And Messenger app, the only reason why I keep the Messenger app is because there are people who reach out to me through Facebook and they reach out to friends of mine, people I communicate with, they use the Messenger app. But I really don't like the Messenger app, especially that calling feature on which you can turn that mess off because people people just call on that mess. I just have to, like I said, block, delete, block, delete, block, delete. If I haven't given you permission to call me on that Messenger app and we haven't discussed this, why are you calling me? Because they're crazy. You got a whole bunch of crazy people out here today and they're all on Facebook. I've had enough. I don't want to see, I'm just tired. When you get my age and you get older, I could tolerate certain things when I was younger, when I was in my early 20s and late 20s and 30s. But now in my 40s, I don't want to. I just don't. It's so easy for me just to cut somebody off and just be done with it. Especially a complete stranger through Facebook. I don't know you, block, delete, goodbye, good riddance. I've been dealing with all this mess. But it's just my thoughts and my opinions. But there is a great deal of mental illness in our community, and it needs to be addressed. Somebody, I don't know why so many of these black gay guys are so crazy. It just doesn't make sense to me. I've never understood it. But hey. Anyway, I am about to get up here. I might do another video today. I'm not too sure. But today is Wednesday, November 1st. The time now is about 2 o'clock. If you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. I look forward to reading your comments. Let me know what you all think about my opinion that there is a large amount of mentally ill black gay guys in our community who are not seeking treatment, who need to be on some type of medication or in some type of therapy of some sort. I mean, I meet crazy folks all the time. This is weird to me. And I meet these guys, especially at the gym. They come up to me, we start talking and communicating. And I say, these guys are really mentally ill. Something's wrong here. Something's really, really wrong with these guys. And this is why they can't keep a job. They can't keep a partner. They can't keep a place to stay. Life is constantly in turmoil. If they went and got some help, that might start relieving some of these issues and problems. That might get them on the right path. Might. We don't know. But anyway, yes, we need to find some way to be able to get these guys into some type of help, because there's just too many of them crazy right now. I'm not talking about mildly crazy. I'm talking about insanely crazy. Like insane in the membrane crazy. These niggas crazy. They are crazy. But anyway, I'm out of here today, Wednesday, November 1st, 2017. Subscribe to my channel. Look forward to reading you all's comments. Y'all get out and have a great, productive Wednesday. And don't forget the Powerball tonight. Somebody give me a Powerball lottery ticket. Anyway, I'm out of here. Enjoy your Wednesday.